Today we took it to Wendy's because Wendy's has a new burger as well as a new Frosty. So of course I got them both today, and that's what's on the agenda. Drop a thumbs up when you guys already know the vibes. Let's get into this video. So this is a mushroom bacon cheeseburger. It comes with creamy garlic spread, Munster cheese, applewood smoked bacon, and roasted mushrooms. It looks pretty good too. And you can get it in the single, the double, or the triple variety. I got the double. I'm gonna tell you this right now. For people who are upset about fast food prices, this was like, I was taken aback by this. The cheapest one, the single combo, is $12.69 where I'm at. Now, it could be different where you are, but this is why I've been saying recently that, you know, like Chili's and Applebee's and places like that that are doing those meal deals are actually better at this point because they're cheaper than this, which is insane. But I had to say that because a lot of people ask about the price, but we're here to find out what about the taste, and that is more important. Of course, I got the combo, so I did get this. God damn. Chili, cheese, bacon, baked potato, as well as the salted caramel Frosty, which is the Frosty that we're going to try. But let's start off with this burger. Double patty, all $13 in its splendor, but I'm not going to lie, this does look really good. Now, if you're not a mushroom person, you probably won't like this at all, but the creamy garlic spread might be something that you might like. Just take the mushrooms off of the burger. Munster cheese, I'm drooling. This looks really good. It's a really rich burger again. The creamy garlic spread comes off like garlic butter. Almost like that Papa John's garlic butter vibe that I got on those garlic parm wings that I got recently. That's a big truck, bro. Oh, he's about to back into my car. Then you get the roasted mushrooms in the middle, which a lot of people don't like mushrooms. I do. That nice earthy mushroom flavored taste. And then the bacon and the Munster cheese, it's a nice touch with all of it. The only thing, and again, this is my taste buds. It's always me with this kind of stuff. It all trends in that really rich one-note direction, and I wish I had something with a little bit of acid to kind of cut through that. That's a personal preference. It tastes like what it's going to say it tastes like. And the mushrooms are that like jarred or canned variety that some people really don't like. Again, it's fast food, so you're going to expect that, but I still have to say it so you know what you're in for. I think, personally, that this is a really good burger. I just need some sort of sauce on it, and I think it could be S tier. They used to have a bacon mushroom melt, which was similar to this, but I think they used a different cheese and a different sauce with the mushrooms, so I thought it was slightly better. But I love that bacon mushroom melt, and this is like a, okay, I can't get that, but at least I can get this. It's almost like when I was in high school and I thought a girl was really, really attractive, but I would like kind of date her friend because it was like I couldn't get the girl, so I'm joking. I didn't do that. I really didn't do that, but I think it's funny because people do that. The best part about this burger to me is the Munster cheese. They put so much on it, and it's really melty. I like this burger. It's still not bacon mushroom melt territory, and not like Wendy's S tier territory, but it didn't miss for what I thought it was going to do. On a fast food scale, I would give that an 8 out of 10. Like, I'm more than not mad at that burger. My man got that smart car. You don't realize how small those smart cars are until you, like, see it up close. They are really small. But what it looks like is the trunk space. It just doesn't have any trunk space. The inside looks relatively roomy, believe it or not. Anyway, that's random stuff, bro. You know how it is. This is the Wendy's Salted Caramel Frosty. Salted Caramel is one of those flavors that works really well with certain things. I'm interested to see if it works in a Frosty. You can see the color and the hue on this and what it looks like. So I'm not going to patronize any. You know what the hell it's supposed to be. Wow. Wow. I had a feeling about this one. Wow. Listen, really caramel rich flavor, not overpowering, believe it or not, still, which I was afraid of because of the color of this. And there's a little bit of like a saltiness to it. I'm gonna be honest with you, I would even like if you put salt on this to give it a little bit more, but it's there. I just think people don't pump up the salt and salted caramel enough sometimes, but this is damn good. And I already know, I try to describe things so that people know what they're in for. I can guarantee you someone is going to see this review, try it, and say, I tried that because of you, it's nasty. And then they're not going to tell me why, but they're going to say something along the lines of, it's just trash. I don't like the caramel taste. You ordered a salted caramel Frosty and didn't like the salted caramel taste. It does what it says it's going to do. If you gave this to me with a blind taste test, I would go, wow, that's caramel. And then I'd go, salted caramel? Because I taste the salt. But I would have liked the salt pumped up a little bit. But I'm not going to lie to you. This might be one of my favorite Frosties they put out. The pineapple under the sea one, the SpongeBob one, was also really good. And this is right in that territory. Do I have fries? I think I got fries. I'm supposed to give the fries away. But I'm going to steal a couple and put them in a Frosty. They won't know. I paid for them. Yeah. The salty fry works really well with the Frosty. Almost like the Grimace shake. People believe that it like changed the flavor profile. I didn't get that. But I think it adds that salty note to it that was missing a little bit. If I had salt, like a salt packet, I'd put it in here. Again, that's a personal preference. But I don't know how long they're going to keep this on the menu. One of my favorite Frosties they've done that's not just chocolate or vanilla. For real. Because the other ones don't have as much of a flavor. And they just put a little bit in it. It's not that strong. But that's a perfect salted caramel. And on a fast food scale, I would give this an 8.5 out of 10. It's not the greatest Frosty I've ever had, but I still think the OGs are better. I got their bacon and cheese baked potato. I paid an extra 50 cents to add chili on there. I could have just gotten a small chili for $1, but I wasn't thinking. I'm not gonna lie. But they always load me up with this. Look at the amount of cheese that you get. I really like Wendy's baked potatoes. I say it every single time. The bacon is crispy. The bacon is crispy. What do you expect? Bacon's supposed to be crispy. You're right. I don't know why people say stupid SHIT like that. I know it's supposed to be crispy, but a lot of places, it's soggy. That's why I'm saying it. I love the people in the comment section. I do love y'all, though. It makes me laugh. I just love that little cheesy chili concoction they put right there. It's like this, you know, chili is kind of rich and not acid, but it's got tomato stuff in there, so I'm going to try something. Gonna try something, of course. See a little more. There we go. Bro, they just need to put this on a damn burger. Chili cheese bacon. You know you can do that yourself. You're right. I know what y'all gonna say before you say it. I really do. That's still one of my favorite. I don't know why. I like it better than the damn fries here. I just feel more fulfilled. I'm also not as fat. Anyway, I do have a random news story that I want to share with you guys. I'll have these from time to time because, you know, I have weird talking points, but in a what the hell moment, Costco had to recall 80,000 pounds of butter because they didn't put on the butter that contains milk. They forgot to put the disclaimer on there that butter contains milk. Butter contains milk. But, you know, because of the food regulations that we have, and I don't have a problem with that per se. People are kind of, what I'm reading, are upset about the recall because they're like, well, it's stupid. I agree with you. It's really dumb. But what has happened over the years is that people have sued or tried to take advantage. It's why if you go to McDonald's and order a coffee, there was a lady that sued because she had an open container of hot coffee on her lap and it spilled in her lap, and she decided to sue because they didn't tell her the coffee was hot, so they put hot coffee all over it. That's where all of that stuff comes from. So someone will eventually, because any kind of thing can be manipulated, will eventually, if they got it and saw that it didn't say that on it, somebody might get hip to that and go, hey, if I eat this and get really effing sick, I can sue them because they didn't put it on there and warn me that butter has milk in it. It is, but you get the idea. So with a recall, how it's going to work more or less is that they're going to give people the option to bring it back for free and then take the ones they have that didn't get sold off the shelves. I hope they give the damn butter away. I'm just thinking, what do you do with 80,000 pounds of butter? But that's the state of things. That's the state of things. It's crazy to think that something is blatantly obvious. That's like if you have a bottle of water and it says contains oxygen. It's crazy, but that's the world we live in now, man. Apparently the distribution happened in Texas. It didn't really get out there so far, but they did have to recall all of the butter that they put out. Because it's not a huge deal, it's just a class 2 thing, but it's just a funny article. I know people are going to take that and blow it up or make it huge, you know, compared to what it's supposed to be. It's really not a big deal, but it's just funny that there's 80,000 pounds of butter they have to recall. Please don't turn this into some sort of weird, you know, bullet point that you can put on your podcast or something like that. It's just a funny story. Stuff like this happens all the time. The very car that you may be sitting in probably has 13 recalls on it you might not even know about. It's crazy these days. But I found that funny. Costco butter. If anybody has one and you feel threatened by the butter, just you can just knock on my door. Just hand it to me. And I'll tell you what to do with it. Thanksgiving coming. I can use all the butter that I can. But the burger is pretty good. The salted caramel was really the star of the show. The burger was pretty good. The salted caramel, I think, was even better. But Wendy's, for the most part, at least for me, usually does really well with their limited edition rollouts of just like burgers. The SpongeBob thing wasn't considered good, I think, for the right reasons. I just think people, myself included, think they didn't use the licensing and what it could have been. It was just unimaginative. One, that the burger was bad, it was just already on the menu. So anyway, a lot of burger, man. I'm not gonna hold y'all today. I actually got here earlier. I accidentally ordered my Wendy's too early. I was driving. I was stopped at a 7-Eleven. I had to run a couple of errands, and I was getting my app ready, order ready, and I accidentally pressed order because my card was saved in there, and it just went through. So like, see you soon. I was like, fuck. But that's going to be the end of the video. I appreciate y'all. Yes, I do think you should try it. If you don't like mushrooms or salted caramel, please don't try it and then tell, oh, I tried this, it was trash. Trash, everything's trash. I love y'all, man. We'll be back tomorrow. More content, man, and hand signs. They made it to YouTube.